Hello, I'm just going to do a quick feeding video of my tomato frogs. They're turning up a really weird colour on this video, but anyway. Basically, this is how I like to feed my tomato frogs. The two fully grown adult females. As you can tell, there is a definite size difference, but they're both definite females. So basically what I first do is I first open the tank, check there's no like deads or the water bowls are clean. Like I'd say that's clean. People say you have to clean it out like daily. You don't, because half the time they don't even go in these bowls. One week they won't go in, next week they might. But you pick any dead food out of it, 'cause sometimes locusts still drowned. But yeah. So then you just check that. Then you get something like this. It's Tupperware tub, and I just put the calcium dust in the bottom, and once a week, because I feed them every 3 days, so every other feed I put some mineral stuff in. I forget what it's called, I'll just check quickly. I put in Nutriball. I just put a bit of that, I prefer that for my frogs. I don't really use it on anything else, but yeah, so I just use that every other feed, and I just put them in there and check it about, and it works as good. You can use a bag as well, a lot of people do, and it's pretty much easy. In a box of locust, medium locust, I usually get about 15 to 20, which is perfect to feed these two every 3 days. But if the place where you get them from don't do stuff like that, get a few more. I'll get 2 boxes, because you want to average around 15 to 20. So I'm going to feed them now. The bigger one will probably get more of the food, but that's why it's bigger. But they're both healthy, so I'm just going to feed them now. This could go terribly wrong, because it just could, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, one of the locusts is trying to escape. Oh, she just thought she'd seen something and she didn't. Okay, now watch this. They're very good feeders when they can notice stuff. It don't matter about calcium dust getting in the thing, usually I wash that leaf anyway. Yep, very good feeders. I'll just let them eat these few for a bit. I'll give them like 2 minutes and I'll stop the video, because there's no point really carrying on. Because sometimes they do take a while. Yeah, but you just chuck them all in like that and they'll usually just go for it. They are, people say this, they're ambush eaters, but I've noticed they just eat fine like this. So, like, saying they're ambush eaters and you need to keep them in the burrows and that, they seem to be doing fine. That's one thing I didn't mention. I dig them out of the burrows when I'm feeding them. It doesn't really affect them, just keep your hand wet though when you're doing that. You want your hand wet when you handle any frogs. And that's all I do. I just dig them out of the things and I put them both in the middle. And then they get equal amount of food. Yep. Oh, as you can see from my last video there, enclosure has changed a bit. I put in a leaf, because that one likes to hide under it, that one likes to hide under that plant, and the leaf in the middle. Like, she's dug a little burrow there anyway, but she didn't use it. So yeah. These are pretty good leaves though. The monsoon, something like Exoterra Monsoon, or one Lucky Reptile, that's it. And they work really well. They're like a weird plasticky stuff, and they don't affect frogs, and they work pretty well because I like to hide under them. But yeah, usually they eat a lot more than this, but I watch. I'll chuck one in front of this. We'll go for it. No. Wait for it. See? It's just if they're in front of them, they will get them. But they're not really ambush eaters. They don't need to stay in the burrows. Though that one, the bigger one, she'll just run about getting them. She's not bothered. Oh, that didn't go well. Anyway, that's just how I feed my tomato frogs. I probably missed some stuff, just asking questions. But yeah, they're very good feeders. And very nice frogs. See you in a bit.